Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a topic video. I'm going to talk about my experience being pregnant with the healthcare system and all of the disadvantages that I have ran into along the way, because honestly I feel like healthcare with pregnant women has been on a decline forever. I don't feel like we actually get as much help as we should be getting, and I really feel like doctors kind of just brush us off. If you have not already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to hear from me. But yeah, we're trying to stay in the mom era, but we can switch it up a little bit. So yeah. So first I want to talk about my very first experience after finding out. I was home in Florida before I officially moved, so I still have my places in Atlanta and here, but I was mostly here. So when I found out it was here, it was April 5th here, because I had pregnancy symptoms, congestion, cravings, whatever. So I took a test, one test, and it was positive, right? So I was like, okay, I need to schedule an appointment because I'm pregnant. Like, hello? I could not get in with anyone in Florida. Like, I don't know why it was so difficult. And I looked up OBs everywhere, and there was horrible reviews. I mean, like 2 stars, 3 stars. No one was 4 stars, and the only people that had 4 stars were so far. Like, it was just horrible. I contacted my friend who works kind of in that department to like refer me to an OB. So she referred me to an OB in Atlanta. I'm not really gonna say the name because I don't want to, you know, violate anything, but I'm gonna say one doctor's name. But this one, no. So this whole clinic was in a hospital. First appointment, she came with me. So we went there, and I honestly feel like they treat you different when you're not with the guy. Have like someone there with you that is your partner. They treat you better than they do when you're by yourself. It's like, girl, I could just want to come by myself, you know? But that's besides the point. So we went to the first appointment. We went in the room. The first appointment is literally like so dumb. It's so dumb. You sit down, they ask you about all your medical records as if they don't have them already, because usually when you like do the appointment, they ask you for everything in the world, and usually they're able to pull up those records. So they ask you about everything. They ask you about past pregnancies or medical records, whatever. Okay, that's protocol, cool, right? And they test you, and that appointment is literally like over $200. I know I'm pregnant. I told you guys I'm pregnant. Duh. But that's besides the point. And you know, usually when you go to the doctors, they test you for pregnancy anyways. Whether you want it or not, they're gonna do it anyway. So then we scheduled the next appointment. The next appointment, he flew down and came with me, but we could not, like I said, we could not get in. I didn't like the vibe based off that first appointment, because she kind of like, I don't know, I really go off vibes. I didn't like it. So the second time we went to the appointment, the second time I didn't know my way around because it's at a hospital. So it was like, it's not like just a clinic by itself. So I was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. All I remember is like to go to the 2nd floor, but with entrance, right? So we ended up going through like the garage part, and we got lost or whatever. So we made it to the desk. 5 minutes past time, right? And they were taking us, and they were like, oh, sorry, our system is down, da da da. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I had to do the paperwork, whatever. So then they come and they say, we're gonna have to reschedule you because you came late, so are you able to come another time, da da da. I was like, no. 1, I'm not that late. 2, I understand being late is like, okay, annoying, but I called you guys to let you guys know I'm here. I just don't know how to get in here. He flew all the way down here, and you guys literally like They don't do anything. The appointments go like this. Like, they literally try to get you in and out. It's barely any conversations. Like, it's just horrible. So after that, I was like, absolutely not. Because I told you I've been trying to get doctors. I've been trying to get a doctor that I like, or doing my research. And I just was like going to appointments just because I had to, you know? So I was just like, when I find my actual doctor, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. But these doctors, it was just, ugh. But from that point, it got worse. My friend ended up finding me a doctor in Florida. His reviews were better than the other doctors in Florida. And so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna try it out. The very first appointment, he said that he couldn't take me for whatever reason. I don't know. It was like he couldn't take me because he didn't have my records or something. They were like, oh, we called you to get this and you didn't pick up. And I'm like, no one called me. I don't remember, but he was like, he spoke to me and was like, okay, this is the stuff, da da da. And he was like so cocky and weird. It was so weird. So pretty much he just spoke to me like, okay, this is the breakdown. If you're this far along, da da da, because I know what I was doing. I was just like, I don't know. Okay, I need to go to a doctor. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on. I need to see my child. Like, I don't know. So after that, I just end up going to Little Belly's to get an ultrasound just to look. Like, I just want to see it's even there. Still, what's going on? Like, I just want to see. Okay. So I did that, just went to Little Belly's, and that cost me like $100. It was cool. They were very nice, very sweet, very informative. That was the best experience. Little Belly's is the best experience. So if you want to get real ultrasounds and be sentimental and like have real pictures and you're not rushed out of there, go to Little Belly's. So fast forward, I actually go to my first initial appointment with him. So I walk in, and like I'm sitting on the like thing or whatever, and they're all like, the workers are already like acting weird. So I sit on the table, not the table, the little chair. He walks in, he stands in the corner, and he's looking like straight, but I'm right here, but he's looking this way. And I'm like, and he walks and he's like, so this and this and this, da 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 da, and we're not going past your due date or your baby's gonna die. It was like, he was like drill sergeant yelling at me. But I was like, maybe he's just passionate. Like, I don't know. It was so fucking weird. But then I told him, I was like, you're not looking at me. We ended up kind of getting in an argument because I'm like, you're not looking me in my eyes. He's like, yes, I am. I am looking at you. I'm like, no, like, you're literally not. Like, unless you're cross-eyed, you're not looking at me. Like, what? So I was just like, that's weird as hell. So I called my man and I was like, he's outside. I was like, you don't have to come in, because the doctor's office, his office thing was like this big. And I'm like, it looks so fucking old inside. Where is he even getting these reviews from? And who the fuck is he talking to? I thought he was racist, because when I look back at the comments, the comment that was left, the review that was left, said the same thing. Like, he was very rude. He acted like a drill sergeant. He wasn't very like understanding and nice and whatever. And she was a black girl, but the rest of them were like white. And they were like, oh, he's great. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe he's racist. I don't know. I have no clue. So, yes, his name is Dr. Alan Patterson in Florida. And just to add some more context, I keep his messages because he was so fucking rude. So fast forward, I'm trying to get the gender and the test done, the 3 screening tests, trying to get all that done, where you see her chromosomes and diseases, whatever. So we scheduled that, finally get it done, get my blood taken, whatever. Now my gender reveal is coming up, so he was like, oh, it's gonna take up to 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks and some days go by. I don't get a call, I don't get a text, I don't get anything. So I'm like, my gender reveal is like literally coming up. Like, But they were like, usually it comes faster than that. Usually your blood comes back faster than that. So I'm like, okay, I gave it 2 weeks in some days. Like, it should be here. So I text him and I say, hey, do we have an estimate on when the test comes back? Every time you text me, which most doctors don't allow the patient to text, you have to call the office and they'll talk to you at the end of the day. You have to identify yourself. Exclamation points times 4. Since I am one of the few doctors who let patients text me, I don't save the text on my cell phone. So please have the courtesy of every time you text me, you identify yourself. So I don't have to waste my time trying to figure out who it is. That's the least you can do. Thank you for your cooperation. No other doctors is going to text you in the middle of the day. They're going to wait till the end of the day or the next day, because I know all of them and they think I'm crazy for catering to my patients like this. So please identify yourself. That's the least you could do for me when I'm busy trying to take other clients and take care of their problems. Thank you. So I said, my apologies. I thought it would be saved as a contact, but it's Aaliyah Terry. So for Aaliyah Terry, do you have the results? Also identified myself literally a few messages up. Literally it was like one message up. I said my name. I don't save your texts. Why? There was no other messages on this text. So every time you text, please identify yourself. That's the only thing I asked you. Thank you. No, your blood work is not yet back yet. I just checked my inbox. As soon as it is, I will let you know if there's anything wrong with your labs, and I will let you know that the chromosomes are normal. We will let you know when it is back. I cannot control the lab. If you don't hear anything by next Friday, you can text us back. The lab takes various amounts of time depending on how busy they are. I said, okay, praying for good results. Thanks for your time and your kind responses. I'm sure they'll be fine, but if anything is not, I'll let you know what we need to do. That's why we check everything. We want everybody to be fine with everything, to be fine with everybody. But if it's not, we treat it appropriately. So we were checking all your results, whatever. I said, thanks, you're the best. A couple days later, he texts. Hello, the lab cannot run your test. Something to do with the algorithm that has nothing to do with the lab. Nothing we did wrong. You're gonna have to reschedule that blood. What? At this time, I had already scheduled and went to Little Bellies because my gender reveal was literally like in a few days. So I already had the gender, and my friend had it in an envelope. She gave it to my mother-in-law's husband, right? So I'm like, what? First of all, there's so much anxiety built up from like not knowing whether your child is okay or not or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need, like, what? So he's like, you could call this, just putting it off, whatever, saying I could redo. Okay. So I called the lab and I'm like, hey, can we reschedule? Like, what is going on? And they're like, oh, we don't know. We got to. So I'm like, okay, well, can I get a refund? Because I paid like money to do this and y'all didn't deliver any results. I looked it up. They said it's normal, I guess, but I honestly don't think that that's what happened at all. Yeah, personally, I have O negative blood, which is a universal donor. I don't believe that they just lost it and nothing happened. They literally told me like, oh, it probably wasn't enough DNA or something. I don't believe that shit. So after that, I was like, you know what? I don't like him, and this was just like icing on the cake, like, because I've never had blood tests done that didn't give me results back. Like, I don't know, like, this is new, yes, but I was just like, I don't like you already. So I texted, I said, hey, I need my medical forms released to me. I called and they said they'll fax it in 2 to 3 days and they can't email it. Okay, they can't email it, I get it, right? But I called the office and they're like, yeah, we'll send it. Okay, mind you, this process to get my medical records released and sent to the new place was horrific. We had to call multiple days. They were like, oh, it's gonna send in like 4 days. And it does not take fax that long, because if it did, we might as well mail the paper. there's no such thing as having a fax if it's gonna take 4 days, you know? She's like, I have to get this stuff together. I'm like, I had like two official appointments with you guys, and the other one didn't have no results. So what, like, I don't understand. So I'm like, whatever. So we pretty much had to be on them, and it got to the point where they stopped answering my calls, and my friend had a call for me. Like, they literally stopped answering me because I'm like, hey, they said y'all still didn't send it. Like, did y'all send the thing? Hello, I need to go see this doctor so I can, you know, because once you hit a certain time frame, it's harder to change doctors, okay? So he goes, I don't have nothing to do with that. We have a process that's handled by my front staff that is not my business. You will get your records. Good luck to you. Please don't text me anymore if you're choosing to go elsewhere. The best of luck to you, but that goes through my staff. So please don't text me anymore about things that my staff is supposed to do. They have already have records released, so they would do it per protocol, and we do it faster than 90% of our other offices. So that is our last communication. Good luck to you. Who the fuck? I don't care about none of that. So that literally took days, and a lot of like just brushing me off or whatever. I'm like, if y'all don't release my fucking records so I can go to the new doctor, bro, like, I said, I pray you do better. Very informative, but very disturbing behavior. You have this disgusting behavior, it seems to be only to Black women. These records can absolutely be scanned. Stop being repetitive and read your messages before sending. Have a great day. I will be there to get my medical forms released tomorrow. Take care. So I had to go up there and I had to sign a form. They were like, yeah, we sent you the form. I'm like, you did not send me a medical release form. No, the fuck you didn't. So they said that they sent it. They did not. I had to go sign the papers or whatever. Drive 30 minutes to sign the fucking release form that they said they sent that they never did. And that's when that process of that week and a half started, when I'm trying to get them to fucking send it. At that day, I already wrote the fax number to where they're sending it to the new doctor. They were like, oh, we don't see it, da da da. We're like doing stuff back and forth. Oh, we don't. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do. It's a fax. Hey Siri, how long does it take to fax documents? Overall, the time it takes to fax the documents using a fax machine can range from a few minutes to several minutes. In most cases, it could take anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes to send a fax. Not 5 fucking days plus. Like, come on, like, y'all really trying me. So, anyways, don't go to him. He's horrible. He treats you like, I don't know, like, it was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. He is weird as hell. Okay. Going on, found a beautiful doctor at this beautiful hospital. We ended up doing our research. He wanted me to go to a certain hospital, so we looked up that hospital. We researched the doctors. We found a doctor. Amazing staff, amazing clinic, whatever. The only thing that I can say is just like, is I believe that my insurance is so high here for the pays because I'm in Florida. So we pay like $400 per appointment, per ultrasound, it's ridiculous. But I do know that we're paying towards the balance of her delivery. So it's like, it could be a good thing, but I don't know yet, because I know that hospitals like to play games, and we might have already paid for our part of the delivery, and they're gonna be like, oh hey, you ate 2 crackers, so that's 20,000, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know yet, can't really determine that until after. But the new clinic that I went to after I found my new doctor, they have the labs in the doctor's office. So I got my labs done by the new phlebotomist. She was amazing. And she took my blood. It did not hurt at all. You know, because sometimes people, the ones that don't really know what they're doing, well, I wouldn't say they don't know what they're doing, but there's some people more gentle than others. Sometimes it doesn't hurt. So very gentle. She told me like, okay, well, we have these results, we have these. By this time, we'll have these results, whatever. They called me. They were like, do you want to know the gender? I was like, yeah, I kind of already know. So I already have my gender reveal. But yeah, they called me soon. It was like 3 days, literally. Called me. Everything was fine. And then from there, it has been amazing. It's been beautiful. I get extra ultrasounds. I'm not getting rushed out of the things. They talk about everything. Sit down with me. Everything is literally perfect. Very, very sweet people. The only thing it was like I liked about the other doctor is like he does text you. He texts with a fucking attitude, but he could text you. So that's cool. But honestly, F all that. Like if I have an emergency, I'll just go to the hospital. That's what she told me to do. If you have an emergency, go to the hospital, which I'd rather do anyways, because he's not gonna get me in. He's probably gonna tell me to go to the hospital anyway. So yeah, all in all, I just feel like healthcare in a whole, like with being pregnant or just trying to find an OB, is horrible. They get you in, they get you out, they don't care. I don't feel like they have real connections with a lot of people. Like there's some really good doctors and staff that really, like, my new doctor puts her baby's pictures on her walls. Some doctors don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like some doctors really don't care. They don't have that relationship or whatever. Like I don't like that disconnect. You're about to deliver my child and you're about to have my blood on your hands. This is life or death. I need you to act like you, like something, like for real. You can't even look me in my eye. It's crazy. My mom always told me if a motherfucker can't look you in your eye, they know they're doing something wrong. So absolutely not. Yeah, all in all, the healthcare system for that is fucking horrible. Literally, you have to do your research. You have to find people with good reviews, look them up, find good hospitals. Literally, it's a lot. You will see a whole bunch of people with 2.5 reviews. I'm like, maybe pregnant women are hormonal. No, they are horrible. They try to get you in and out. They don't care about you. So keep trying until you find somebody you like. One of my good friends, she had a baby. She had a male doctor. Don't do a male doctor, because she was complaining about things going on. She's like, I feel terrible. I feel like this, da 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 da. He's like, oh, you're just pregnant. You're just pregnant. You're just pregnant. My doctor triple checks, right? Whenever I say something, we check. Whenever something happens, we check. She's never brushing me off. My friend, she was like, she had a male doctor. She kept complaining. He kept brushing it off. Oh, you're just pregnant. You're just pregnant. Whatever. She comes back in like, no, dead ass. Like something's fucking wrong. I feel like I'm about to die. So they finally go in and they're like, okay, let's check her. Let's check her out. Let's see what's going on. Da, da, da. She was literally about to die. They were like, girl, you're about to pass out at any point right now. So she drove herself to the hospital because they were like, oh, no, we need to call them. She said, fuck no. Y'all didn't want to help me. I'm out. She made it to the hospital and collapsed at the front of the emergency room. They took her in and they were like strapping her to the room. Strapping her to the bed. They made her in the room. They were like, if you don't calm down, when she like finally like realized what the fuck was going on, they were like, if you don't calm down, you're gonna die. Da, da, da. They were like, we have to go to an emergency C-section. The baby has to get out now. She was 22 weeks. She had preeclampsia. She was very sick, high blood pressure, all kind of stuff. Literally like complaining, and they never cared. Literally never cared. So yeah, they had to call her mom and say, hey, we're only able to save her or her baby. You have to pick one. By the grace of God, they both were fine. Her little girl is like 8 now, but it's just the fact that I could have died because you were ignoring my request. I could have died because I was complaining and you ignored it because, oh, I'm just pregnant. No. Pregnancy is literally life or death. You literally have a baby growing inside of you that is literally taking all your nutrients, can make your body fucking sick. Your body can literally fight itself. That's why it's so important to be mentally, physically, and emotionally stable and healthy during your pregnancy, because it can lead to so many sicknesses. Like, her baby father was giving her hell. So it created her sickness. Like, she was sick. It was horrible. She had her baby at 22 weeks. 22 weeks is not, she could have not made it. She was in the NICU forever. So we have to, it's like women never get what we're supposed to get. Literally get Medicaid, first of all. As soon as you find out you're pregnant, get Medicaid. Research. Ask people. People have doctors that are like, oh yeah, we still talk to them like they're so. Please, for the love of God, find a doctor that will stick up for you, that will talk for you, that will actually do what you want them to do, that will check anytime you say anything's wrong. I could literally be like, oh my gosh, my back, I feel like I have a kidney infection, I feel like I got a UTI, whatever. And UTIs are like, they're like, oh, whatever, that's so normal when you're pregnant. She will check my arm if I said it was falling off. Okay, y'all need to find people who actually care. Put in that work to find somebody who actually cares. You might have to drive. I drive 45 minutes to go to the doctor, but it's worth it every single time. More of the story, research. That's it. But love you guys so much. I'm so glad that we made it out of that. We're on a good path. So praying for a safe delivery, the rest of the pregnancy to just go by freely, because I haven't had no problems at all. So, you know, let's keep that. God bless. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your stories or how you feel about that, any of your insights, your thoughts. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and thanks for watching.